Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. The wonder is, not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it.
The character creator in Starfield is truly excellent. It allows players to get pretty granular with the facial design of their character, making it relatively simple to create a character that looks exactly like the player if they want. While choosing what your character looks like is certainly important, the background that players choose is arguably much more important, since it can dictate how your character plays and interacts with the world. In addition to giving your character a little bit of backstory, backgrounds give you additional starting skills that can influence the type of character build you go for. Depending on what background you pick, you may get additional dialogue options at times, extra skills, or stat boosts. So here are the top 10 best backgrounds to pick when creating your character in Starfield. Remember that this list is totally subjective, so if you don't see your favorite background, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Number 10. Soldier background. For this background, your character will have been working as a part of the military for a while before the events of the game. This gives you a handful of skills right at the start of the game that reflect their military training. With the soldier background, you'll start Starfield off with the fitness, ballistics, and boost pack training skills. Fitness will give you more oxygen, which acts as stamina, ballistics makes you deal more damage with weapons that use bullets, and boost pack training allows you to use your boost pack more efficiently to use less fuel. Number 9. Explorer background. The Explorer background is all about being, well, an explorer. Before the events of the game, you spent your time exploring the vastness of space, looking for your next big adventure rather than dealing with the UC and the Freestar Collective. This background comes with the skills lasers, astrodynamics, and surveying. For the laser skill, you'll deal more damage when using laser weapons. Astrodynamics allows you to have more grav drive fuel on your ship, which helps you jump to new systems, and surveying will allow you to locate resources on other planets more effectively. Number 8. Cyber Runner background. As a cyber runner, your skills will be suited for thievery. You spent your time before the game working for and against large tech companies, usually ruining companies for whoever is the highest bidder. This background gives you the stealth, security, and theft skills. This is a great background for anyone who wants to take a more stealthy approach to Starfield. The stealth skill makes it harder for enemies to detect you, security makes lockpicking more easy, and theft helps you steal and pick pockets without getting caught. Number 7. File Not Found background. This is a kind of unique character background because it means you have no idea where you came from. There aren't any records of you existing before the game, which means that you get to really choose whatever you want in your own headcanon. File Not Found comes with the wellness, ballistics, and piloting skills. Wellness is pretty simple, it just gives you more health. Ballistics, as mentioned with the soldier background, gives you increased bullet damage, and piloting makes your ships handle better and, perhaps more importantly, allows you to unlock more ships for purchase. Number 6. The industrialist background. The industrialist background poses the player as someone who is pretty high up in the major tech industries. More than likely, you sat on some important boards and did some breakthrough work. With this background, you'll have the persuasion, security, and research skills. Persuasion is an incredibly important skill that allows you to convince people to do things in dialogue. You'll be able to avoid fights and bypass other issues with it. Security lets you pick locks easier, and research allows you to research things easier, increasing the effectiveness of aid items. Number 5. The diplomat background. As a diplomat, your character will have had an important role in politics as a diplomat in Starfield. This background comes with the skills persuasion, commerce, and wellness. Persuasion is absolutely the most important of the three, since you can use it to avoid conflicts and talk your way out of things. Commerce will help you get items cheaper and sell items for more, which can be especially helpful when making large purchases like the many buyable spaceships in the game. Wellness simply increases your max health stat. Number 4. The long hauler background. The long hauler background is Starfield's version of a space trucker. With this background, you've spent your life traveling around the settled systems delivering cargo. The long hauler background comes with the weightlifting, piloting, and ballistics weapon system skills. The weightlifting skills simply increases your maximum carrying capacity, which is great if you don't want to be over encumbered. The piloting skill mentioned earlier makes your ship handle better, and the ballistics weapon system skill allows you to deal more damage with your ship's ballistic weapons. Given how much time you'll spend in your ship in Starfield, those final two skills will come in handy to make sure that you stay alive and unboarded while traveling the universe. Number 3. Homesteader background. The Homesteader background focuses on having a character that comes from one of the many large human colonies and outposts in the game. Whether you helped discover a now bustling city or you just settled down in a remote outpost, you were among the first. This background comes with the geology, surveying, and weightlifting skills. The geology skill allows you to know more about the resources on different planets before touching down, while the surveying skill allows you to gather more data on those resources. The weightlifting skill increases your max carrying capacity, which will let you carry more of the resources you'll find with the other two skills. Number 2. Space Scoundrel background. The Space Scoundrel is a background for the stereotypical space outlaw. You'll have spent your life roaming the universe, playing by your own rules, and getting by on your own. Think Han Solo. This is a great background for someone wanting to play Starfield as a morally gray protagonist. The skills that come with it are the pistol certification, piloting, and persuasion skills. This is one of the best backgrounds thanks to how perfectly balanced it is. The pistol certification skill allows you to deal more damage with your pistols, a weapon type that you'll find no shortage of in Starfield. Piloting, as mentioned earlier, gives you an advantage when building and flying your ship, and persuasion is an incredibly useful skill that allows you to talk your way out of situations. Number 1. The Bounty Hunter background. The Bounty Hunter background is the best background in Starfield. With it selected, you'll have spent your life as a hired mercenary, taking in people who've wronged your clients, dead or alive. The background comes with the piloting, targeting control systems, and boost pack training skills. What makes this a great background is how versatile it is. The piloting skill has been well covered on this list, but the targeting control system skill makes locking onto other ships in combat faster and increases the damage you do with missiles. It's great for blowing ships out of the sky or dealing engine damage quickly in order to board them. The boost pack training skill makes you more deadly on land as well, thanks to the increased level of mobility it gives you. Overall, this is a solid choice for those looking to play Starfield aggressively. And that's our list of the best backgrounds in Starfield. Did we miss a background that you think is essential? Make sure to let me know in the comments below, and while you're down there, like this video, subscribe to DualShockers, and click the bell icon to be notified whenever we post more Starfield content.